Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks Podcast. My name is Steve Lant, and we have an exciting show for you today. But we actually have a guest, but before we get into the guest, we got to introduce my co-host, Mr. Frank the Tank Sullivan.
Hey now.
How you doing?
How are you, Steve?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Howard Stern's going to pick up on this one of these days.
Good.
He's going to sue us, and then we're going to go all this publicity.
Absolutely.
Well, let's get right into it, man. I'm not even going to ask you how you're doing.
Yeah.
Let's introduce our guest so we don't keep her waiting.
So right here is my lovely cousin, Maria Cook. She is a newly mother of a 5-month-old Chloe. And she was a knuckleball closer for Rhode Island College.
Ew.
Knuckleball.
Yeah, she said that. I was like, oh, that sounds fancy.
That does sound. I don't even know how you throw a knuckleball with a softball, like underhanded. That's crazy.
With your knuckles. Can't make it up.
Your knuckles. Really? I was
So just like with a baseball, but underhand with a softball.
Correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Maria, welcome to the show. Thanks a lot for coming on. I know you're very busy. You're a mother. You're just busy doing everything.
feeding the baby as we speak.
Doing
baby,
it all.
yeah, so.
Feeding the baby in the car, watching my husband's softball game, doing it all. Happy to be here.
Doing a podcast.
Awesome.
So Maria, we brought you on because we're doing. It's not a softball movie, but it's a baseball movie.
I don't think is there a softball movie out there, Maria?
I mean, not really.
Not really, huh?
No.
Maybe you should make the first one.
A League of Their Own is probably the closest with women being involved in some sort of sport in terms of baseball.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Frank, Colleen would like to be on that episode when we do League of Their Own.
Okay.
She told me that just before.
That's fine. I mean, Casey's on every episode, so.
Oh, man. So we thought it would be fitting to talk about a baseball movie. It is Moneyball, starring Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill.
Mm-hmm.
It was released on September 23rd, 2011. Box office info, opening weekend, $19.5 million, and $110 million worldwide. It surprisingly didn't have any awards, but I thought Jonah Hill was up for an award.
And he got nominated for, supporting role.
For an Oscar, right?
Oscar, yeah. I could have sworn he won it, but apparently I was wrong.
Who won it that year?
No idea.
No idea. Oh, my God.
All right, good talk.
You can tell we do our... Yeah, good talk. I'll just go fuck myself.
Yeah. I got nominated for Best Picture.
What beat it out in 2011?
2011. Go look that up, man.
Come on, I'll get shit up for you.
That's mean.
Whoa.
And then Brad Pitt was up for leading role, and then Jonah Hill. So I don't know. Must have been something good. We'll find that out, buddy. We'll find that out by the end of the episode.
All right. Is Casey on it? Casey will do it, right?
Casey will be on it.
What do you want?
Academy Awards for 2012.
Was it in 2012?
Yeah, 2012, yeah.
Yeah. It came out in 2011, but it'd be for the following year.
So moving on, directed by Bennett Miller. Simple synopsis. Oakland A's general manager Billy Beane's successful attempt to assemble a baseball team on a lean budget by employing computer-generated analysis to acquire new players. Where did we watch the movie? I actually own this movie on Apple TV, and I watch it probably once or twice a year. I love this movie. I'll just get that out of the way right now. And Frank, where did you watch it?
I watched it on Hulu.
Oh, that's right. You told me it was on Hulu.
Yeah, you don't have to have like the premium subscription. That you should be able to watch it normal Hulu.
Without interruption?
No. Like we have the ads and stuff. But
During the movie, you had to watch ads. Oh, that's
But I mean, we have the cheaper version, so it's fine.
All right. It's all good.
Maria, where did you?
That brings me.
Maria, do you have the movie too?
Of course I own the movie. I've seen it about 55 times.
Nice.
It's a fan favorite in my household. Big baseball fans.
Awesome. Oh, let's get this out of the way. What's your favorite team?
Oh, my personal favorite team? I'm a diehard Mets fan, and my husband is a diehard Braves fan, unfortunately.
Wow.
It's
So same division.
It's wild in our house.
The amazing Mets.
Yup. I don't care how bad they are. I'll forever be a fan.
Come on, do your impression. Do your impression, Frank.
Wow, a moose.
I hate you.
Hey, Moose.
You know, the amazing Mets. You know why? Because they're amazing.
Oh yeah.
You know what that's from, Maria?
I don't want to know.
King of Queens.
Oh, your favorite
Queens.
show.
See, she knows.
Oh man.
All right.
All right, so that brings us
podcast.
to my favorite part of the episode.
Good.
My turn?
Yeah, you're up. You're up.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Hold on. I can't walk.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
look at you.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
Frank's five fun facts. Fun facts. Frank's five fun facts. Fun facts. Fun facts. Frank's five fun facts. You know it.
What?
Did you have a stroke?
I don't know.
So
Frank's five fun facts. Fun facts. Oh, you don't know
No.
it?
What's
hold on. Let's explain it. I don't know if Maria knows what's
Yeah,
going on.
what is going
What's
on?
going on?
well? How many episodes have you listened to? You would know.
I listened to like the first one.
We didn't do it in the first
So
one. That's why.
Yeah. So the segment we have here is Frank's 5 Fun Facts, where I give 5 fun facts, and
I sing a song.
she sings a song.
I sing a song that's like a song, but I sing it for Frank's five fun facts. So you have to guess the song and the artist. Or I'm just the intro.
We
Maria's
get
not
it.
having it.
We don't know where you're going. We don't know
I'm
what
gonna
song it
drink faster now.
Yeah. So I'll do it again. Ready? Listen. Frank's five fun facts. Frank's facts. Frank's five fun facts. Frank's five fun facts.
Sounds-
Frank's five fun facts.
It sounds like you're
Fun
doing
facts.
like
Frank's five fun facts.
something from Willy
Oh,
Wonka. and the Chocolate
I
Factory.
know what it is. I just can't think of the name of the freaking song.
You know, Steve, you should know.
I have no freaking clue. Is it from the movie? Because you
Is it
said
from
you're
the
gonna start
movie?
doing that.
No.
No, it's not from the movie.
No, they didn't have a lot of
They didn't
songs.
have a lot. They had Money, and I was like, Money.
What?
He doesn't know.
We giving up?
Maria,
No.
do you know?
No.
I got nothing.
Imagine Dragons, Thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
what. Got it.
Oh, that's a
Frank's five
thunder.
fun facts.
Thunder.
Yeah, you guys all suck. So
I should have known that. I'm
You
a big
didn't- you
Imagine
should've
Dragons
known
fan.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
so
Tough crowd.
disappointed.
Yeah.
It is. It is Maria.
All right.
We're not
Maybe I
getting
should
off
just
on the. We're not
reevaluate
starting off on the
your
right
Oh,
foot
good
here.
lord.
That was a hard one.
It was very hard. Okay. So
Should
fact
I do
number.
another one?
No, please don't. So, fact number 1. Since there was no money to shoot in all the stadiums of the Athletics visited, Dodger Stadium was dressed up as 8 different ballparks.
That's cool.
So, in case
Wow.
you didn't know that,
That's pretty cool.
How many stadiums have you been in, Steve, or even you, Maria?
I'll let you go first, Maria. Ladies first.
Oh, it's terrible. I want to go to all of them, but I've only been to like 3.
3.
That's still not bad. Where have you been, Shea?
Shea City,
City
Hopefully,
Field.
City Field
and Fenway.
and Fenway.
Yeah.
Nice. How about you, Steve?
I've been, I don't know, somewhere around 5 or 6.
Oh wow, that's quite a
Yeah.
bit.
How many?
So for
Five or
for
six.
a while there, for my oldest son's birthday, I would take him every year to
Different stadium.
a different stadium, which is pretty cool. But that tradition unfortunately didn't continue because of work and all that kind of crap.
Yeah, it
So,
happens.
you know, life gets in the way.
Adult things.
Yeah,
Yeah, adulting sucks.
Are you gonna ask me?
yeah.
How about you, Frank?
I've been to Yankee Stadium, Fenway. Does Double A count? Because I've been to the
Yeah.
Hartford Yard Goats.
No, that doesn't count.
Actually, I just got tickets for another game for the Yard Goats in like 2 weeks.
Aw, look
Uh-oh.
at the baby.
Oh, baby! Hi, Chloe.
Special appearance by
Oh,
Chloe,
baby
right?
blues,
Chloe,
yeah.
Oh my god,
cute.
so sweet.
Go ahead. How many have you been to, Casey?
Oh, I've been to Shea, City Field.
Oh,
Both
yeah, that's
Yan-
right. We went to Shea. That was at Shea too.
No, you went to City Field. You know, I don't think
Oh.
you've been to Shea. Both Yankee stadiums. Well,
This still
the
counts.
old one, new one.
Yeah.
And I've been to a Phillies game. I don't know what their stadium's called.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So that was a good fact. Fact number one.
Cool.
You know, Dodger Stadium is pretty much like the old Yankee Stadium.
Is it?
Yeah, for the most part.
I was kind of surprised how small Fenway was. I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, it's in the middle of a city, but
Yeah, I've never been to Fenway, so.
all right. So fact number 2: when Chris Pratt auditioned for the role of Scott Hadberg, he was told he was too fat. So Pratt decided to lose weight before the role was cast. He would check in every week to see if they casted that role, and then he eventually he took a picture of himself and sent it to the agent, and that's how he won the role.
Oh, so I guess I wouldn't be playing Scott Hatterberg.
No, I guess
All right,
me neither.
Anyway,
Moving on.
no, that's great.
Moving on.
That
Right?
shows
Pratt
persistence
is
on Chris Pratt's part. I really like him as an actor.
Love him.
He's probably doing
Now he's blowing up.
probably
Now
doing Parks and Rec at that time. I would imagine.
probably, or might have just finished. I never really watched Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I watched it in the beginning. I didn't really follow through with it. I
Well,
don't follow through it much. So
now he's raking in the bank with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
He
Yeah,
is my
yeah.
favorite actor of all time, so stay tuned
Really?
of my thoughts of him in this movie later.
Okay.
What happened
Awesome.
to Mark Wahlberg?
Okay.
Did
Oh.
she's like Mark Wahlberg?
Didn't you just like Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, when I was like 10, okay? We've moved on.
People don't forget.
Yeah, didn't you have you had the poster of him in your
right.
room, didn't you?
Relax.
oh,
Was
this
it
is
from
great.
Boogie Nights?
we're embarrassing her.
No, actually, this is one movie I've never seen by him.
Really?
No.
Moving on.
You've
moving
never
on.
seen Boogie Nights? Watch it.
That-
I'm not even gonna tell you. Just watch
Fun
it.
facts. 5 facts by Frank.
Let's
Are you trying to replace me?
let's continue on here. This was the first baseball movie to be nominated for Best Picture Academy Award since Field of Dreams. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Wow.
Oh wow, I didn't know Field of Dreams was nominated. That's awesome.
I didn't know either.
Rightfully so.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
very true.
such a classic.
I know that was episode 2. In case you didn't
I'll just
listen to that one. I know.
go now.
I'm messing with you. It's episode
003.
00. Yeah. So fact number 4: David Justice is played by Stephen Bishop, a former pro baseball player. Bishop was a career minor leaguer and a prospect for the Braves. He was nicknamed Young Justice due to the physical resemblance and to the actual David Justice. So I guess
What are you doing?
Wow.
I'm not doing anything.
Are you slut?
No. This is what I have to deal with. All you have to do is sit here.
No.
I'm not doing anything.
I have a baby and there's
Oh.
less distractions.
I thought something grabbed my foot. It's probably a ghost.
That's a fun fact. I had
I'm
no
so
idea
sorry.
about that.
No,
Fun
so-
fact:
he's so mad at
Frank
me.
and Casey's house is haunted.
the house isn't haunted. All right, fact number 5: Billy Bean is portrayed as a lonely divorcee. In real life, he remarried. Scenes were shot with Catelyn Morris as his second wife, Tara, but it didn't make the final cut. They, even though they're included in Blu-ray extras, Brad Pitt's character is seen wearing a wedding ring throughout the film. That's interesting.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
I honestly didn't pick it up till I started started googling these after the fact too.
Oh wow.
So, I mean,
Next time I watch it, which will be probably pretty soon, I'll look for it.
yeah. Well, I mean, that was like in the other one, in Remember the Titans. He was like they didn't even bring up his wife.
Oh, his other kids. And
Yeah,
stuff.
and the kid stuff. But
Yeah.
those were my facts.
That was 5 already.
That was
Oh
5.
man.
And that was Frank's Fun Facts. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
We should go into extra innings for Frank's 5 fun
Who
facts.
invited this girl?
All I have is 5. Maria, she does this every episode. Kill me now, please.
You're welcome.
Okay, go put up fall decorations.
That's so mean. I want to stay now.
Happy
Fall
Halloween.
decorations.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. My
She's
soul
gonna
is
put
lighting.
up. She's got to see
Shut
what.
up.
She's got to see what she's got.
It's August. It ain't fall yet.
I mean, it is almost September.
It
All right,
is.
let's
I can't help
relax.
myself. It makes me happy.
The pumpkin cold brew is already out at
If it
Dunkin'.
makes you happy.
Who is this girl?
So before we actually get into the movie, Maria, tell us how you got into softball, and do you remember like the first time? Tell us a little bit. What can you remember?
Well, ever since I was little, my dad started throwing stuffed animals with me, and that's how I got into catching and throwing, and I started when I was like 6 years old. Every single day we'd be in the yard playing softball. We'd catch. I'd been hit in every body part by some sort of ball. So,
Really?
you know.
Shout out to Uncle Frank.
Shout out to Uncle Frank. Little league, middle school, high school, and then right on to college. Fun fact.
Yeah.
I was actually recruited to play in college for my hitting, not for my pitching.
Oh.
But
Is that right?
Didn't know that.
And I can also compare to the movie because they turned me into a first baseman at one point.
So, and that was actually going to be one of my questions. How difficult was that?
So I was very scared of the ball.
As he is, too.
That's my favorite part of the movie, and I don't want to get into too much, but when he says, you know, what are you most scared of? And he says, the ball being hit in my general direction. That was me, 100% in college. So, you know, transitioning from a pitching position to a first base that was wild. I mean, I had to practice off the field all the time just to get my reactions up. So it was definitely not easy. But at the college level, you either put up or shut up, you know?
Yeah, very true.
So when you were playing first, were you also, going into pitch sometimes? Or?
Yeah, so they turned me into like a closer. So I would be brought in, if they wanted me to just close out the game.
So you only been play like an inning, right?
Yeah, like if they were catching up to our pitcher with the fast, with the speed, I threw very slow. So I threw junk. It was my job to just throw people off and throw them crap and get them to swing.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's pretty
Awesome.
much what I did. And now I'm a slow pitch phenomenon. I mean,
Phenomenon overnight.
That's awesome.
Did your brothers ever throw you too, or just your dad?
my brothers weren't really the sportsy kind of guys.
Very true. I don't know why I asked that question.
It was honestly 90% my dad. My mom, isn't really athletic either. So my dad, I don't think my dad ever missed a game, to be honest.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I've seen you. I think I've seen one of your games, and I can't remember. It might have been high school. It was a long time ago.
Honestly, my brothers got more involved when I played in college. They started to come to games. Probably because they just, it was more like adult-like rather than watching some little, freshmen, high schoolers, that kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more enjoyable.
Yeah, well, I mean, also, like, tell us a little about going from, like, the next level, from, like, amateur to, like, elite, I guess you'd say. Like, so I guess what age was that?
So I really started getting serious, obviously senior year of high school, junior year of high school, getting into travel ball, traveling all over. I played 14U, 18U, and then getting into college, there was no more games, it was just... My life was softball. I went to college. I picked a college for softball. So
yeah,
it was, when's the season starting? When's our first practice? That's the culture of, people that I hung out with. That was what I thought about. That was what I prepared for. Everything else was kind of second to none after that.
Yeah. I remember you had a pitching coach too, right?
Yep, I took pitching lessons and batting lessons since I was 9 years old. I still talk to her to this day. She actually met Chloe about a month ago. So she's a very huge part of my life and my success in softball. So she's awesome. Her name's Doreen. I'm going to have her listen to this podcast.
Shout out to Doreen.
Shout out to Doreen. She's phenomenal. And, I'm going to relate it to the movie. I know we're going to get into it, but
Mm-hmm.
really focusing on someone's individual talents and understanding what they can put out, is super important. People get... Sorry, Chloe's cackling over here.
No, it's fine.
People get overlooked, like they say in the movie, for dumb things, appearance, size, attitude, stuff like that. So Doreen was the type of person that was like, listen, you're not the fastest, you're not the most accurate, but putting in the hard work and seeing what you do have and developing you on that is what really is gonna, play a big part in the team that you're on. So
Gotcha. What I was going to say, was there someone influential in your time playing to help you along the way? I guess you say your pitching coach?
definitely her, definitely my dad. I mean, today I would definitely say my husband. He definitely developed me into a better hitter. I will say that.
Did he play baseball in high school, or?
He definitely played. He actually played baseball in Puerto Rico. He lived in Puerto Rico because he was a Navy brat. So he was.
Oh, nice.
He was there for a bit on the base.
Didn't
played in
know
Puerto
that.
Rico.
That's for sure.
Fun fact about Jerry. Played in Puerto Rico. Then he played a bunch of. He was from New Jersey, so he played there for a bit. He played at community college, but then he had kids. So obviously that came first.
Awesome. So tell us about the recruitment process from high school to college. So like kind of that whole thing on. I know you said you picked Rhode Island because of their softball program.
Yeah. So when you're a senior, there's a lot of showcases, is what they call them. So you pretty much go to these showcases. A bunch of college coaches from all over show up. It's pretty much just like a bunch of throwing, fielding, a little bit of scrimmaging, stuff like that.
Like a tryout. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a coach actually see me from Rhode Island that I remember it like it was yesterday. I hit a scorching line drive up the middle, and he called me the next day and wanted me for my hitting. And I said, well, I'm also a pitcher, so what about that? When I came into Rhode Island, they had a huge pitching staff, unbelievable. We actually won the Little East Conference my freshman year, so.
Oh, nice, cool.
I was coming into a stacked team. I wasn't planning on playing.
I was gonna say, were you a starter or did you get a lot of playing time?
No.
No.
I had to work my butt off to get a starting position.
Mm-hmm.
It was difficult. Like I said, I came onto a team with a bunch of older people that were already, seasoned, killing it. Just, they were amazing. So I had to put the work in, and just getting a chance to show myself and show my skills. Yeah, you really had to just kind of show what you had in the moment when you got those opportunities, and that's never easy. So
No, definitely. Yeah, I understand that for sure.
So as far as expectations are concerned going into college, because I have a son who just started college and he's playing football.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No, but one thing the coach put out was like he was very clear about the expectations. As far as playing time, things like that. Like, were your coaches like the same way, or?
Yeah, I mean, they don't say it explicitly to us because, I'm a freshman coming in. They want me for a reason. They recruited me for a reason. Division III is a little lackluster in terms of that. When it's D2 and D1, they will be black and white, like, hey, this is your role. Either deal with it or not. For Division III, it's kind of, you're not signing anything. It's not really that serious, but they'll give you the expectation and say, listen, this is who we currently have. This is what we're working with. I came in with 4 pitchers, 2 starters, 2 closers. So it was like,
wow.
Okay,
A lot of competition.
Okay, I'm definitely not starting, which is fine. I sat there and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to work on my hitting. I know that's why they wanted me. I'm going to just get better at that. If they want me to pitch down the line, that's fine. But, let's see what else I can do to kind of stand out. Maybe they need something else. Just like the movie. They needed a first baseman,
Yeah, you kind of just fill the role in is what they need, right?
Fill the need if you want to play.
Yep.
So, and that's pretty much what I did.
Be adaptable. I love it.
Did you do you have any other colleges that you were thinking about? Or just were you set on Rhode Island?
Fun fact, you probably don't know this.
No.
I had my heart set on the University of Plattsburgh, which is upstate New York, about 5 hours from where I lived. It was my dream school. Actually,
Really?
wild story, the head coach had one arm and was a pitcher. And like
Oh,
would
shit.
literally she would have like the glove on one hand, pitch it, and then switch it over to the other kind of thing.
That's amazing.
It was phenomenal. So I really wanted to go there, but unfortunately they only accept 10% of students out of state. And
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I didn't get
That's
in.
stupid.
I didn't get
Really?
in. I was really sad. So
Well, and I mean, New York, that wouldn't be that far away, but it'd be far enough. But Rhode Island's Rhode Island from where she grew up in Ansonia. That's only what, and that'd be like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe.
it was 2 hours, and I came home like most weekends because I did have a boyfriend at the time. So I wanted to. Gosh, that was a lot. Thank God the gas prices weren't what they were back then, because I would have been screwed.
I can't even tell you what the gas was in my senior year, or even just.
Not what it is now.
Mine was
No, that's for sure.
for me. It was under $1, Frank.
Oh my God. I had to say it had to be like $1.99. I'm trying to think in high school. I can't remember that far.
What? Yeah, right. $1.99. Get out of here.
Probably. I don't remember. It was that long ago. But was there ever a time you wanted to like quit or just give up? Like this is like I said, it was a lot of dedication, a lot of time and effort. Was there ever a time where you're like, you know what, this is just too much, or no?
Honestly, the only time that I would feel like that is when we would lose against teams that I knew that we could easily beat. When we would lose, in our Little East Conference games, and it was just, I'm not going to lie, there were some points where I was like, all right, put me in, because mix it up a little. Especially when I was a junior, I didn't get a lot of pitching time. They wanted me to be more of a first baseman. So that kind of was discouraging. I was just kind of like, why am I wasting my time? I'm not going to get paid for this. I'm not moving on after this. So, yeah, those thoughts definitely came, but I'm glad I stuck with it, because the girls that I played softball with in college, I'm still very close with and very, you don't stop having those types of friends. So
That's awesome.
they become your family.
All right. One more question. So tell us about your proudest moment in either high school or college, if you can remember.
Oh, I can remember that like it was yesterday. It was definitely... Actually, there's kind of two. In high school, I remember I played St. Paul. I was pitching. It was a playoff game. It was literally every sort of weather on the planet. I swear, it rained. It like snowed. It was sunny. I got hit by 2 line drives, one in my shin, and one in my forearm. And I finished out the game, and we still won. That was like the hardest game I've ever played. And then my second moment was probably in college. We played Keene State. It was the last inning, 7th inning. The number 4 batter was up. I pitched her 3 knuckleballs in a row and struck her out.
Awesome.
Nice.
She was this big tank of a girl. She was hitting homers all day, and I came in. I threw her
Struck her out,
the slowest knuckleball. She was like, "What the hell is this?"
It was like Rookie of the Year at the end with the floater.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Awesome.
That's great.
Cool.
That's great. All right, let's.
That's all I got.
That's all you got,
Well,
Frank?
for now.
Well, let's get into the movie.
Yeah,
if you guys are good, man.
Yeah.
So, Frank, start us off. What did you like about the movie? What didn't you like?
I enjoyed the movie a lot, actually. It kind of.
This is the first time you've seen it, right?
Yeah, it's my first time watching it.
What?
Reminded of. Yes, my first time watching it. Yeah.
Horrid. Continue.
You know I'm more of a football guy, but it reminded me a lot of the movie The Draft, which we'll probably get into that movie too. The one with Kevin Costner.
I've never seen that.
There you go. That's a good movie too.
All right.
Because that's kind of what it reminded me of. It reminded me more of like this is like The Draft was more of like not like there wasn't really a lot of action. It was more like a lot of talk because they're talking about the NFL draft. That's probably why I never really watched the movie. because the way they were kind of portraying it was that it's going to be like the dealings of MLB players. You know what I mean? But no, I really enjoyed this movie. Like one of my favorite scenes, I guess, is when he first brings Jonah Hill. You know, he decided to hire him, or I should say his real name, or is Peter.
Well, in the movie,
Peter,
it's
Peter Brand.
Peter Brand.
Yep.
But that wasn't his real name.
No, I did see that fact. That was actually one of my other side fun facts, that his real name wasn't Peter Brand. It was I don't know, I erased it. What was his real name again?
I'll look it up.
But he just brings him into the room with all these old MLB, you know, these scouts, and he's kind of like, we're not gonna do that. And he's like, yeah, give me you know, Joe Schmo over there, and he just kind of he's like, that's who we getting.
So Paul D. Podesta is
His real name. Gotcha.
Is his real name. But I don't think he wanted his name in the movie, so they say.
I don't know why. Why would you not want his name in the movie? I don't know.
Wow, they went through a lot of shit, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. Very true.
Maria.
Is she there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, she's there.
Yeah. Okay.
What makes you watch this movie? You know, probably every couple months. It sounds like.
So, the whole concept of the movie, I think I relate to it so much because I am a player, and you know, I wasn't always the best player. And that's really the whole concept of this movie, is that, you know, they find players that have certain abilities that they can pull out of them and make them the best at what they can be. You know, they have Hattenberg, who, you know, he was a utility player. He was a catcher, but you know what? He was willing to learn a different position. They have, you know, I can't remember his name, but the guy that throw sidearm that nobody wanted him because he threw weird, you know, like
Chad Bradford.
Yes, Chad Bradford. Sorry, I don't know the specifics. Even though I've seen the movie 400 times, I know details. You know, he threw completely weird and sidearm, so he, you know, no one wanted to give him the time of day. But these are people that are overlooked, and they're just kind of the average Joes that no one takes seriously. And
It reminded me too, like it was almost like a scientific method too. It's like, you know what, like numbers don't lie. This is what on paper,
right?
This guy X and B would fit perfectly on paper, but
Right.
you know, because this guy's been seen in strip clubs or whatever the case. Was it Jeremy Giambi's character, right?
Yeah, Jeremy Giambi.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a perfect example. You know, you have someone like Jeremy Giambi, who's, you know, this stud of a guy who, you know, looks good, but like he's, you know, for lack of better words, an asshole. You know, he has a terrible attitude. He takes it as a joke. He doesn't give a fuck about what's going on. He doesn't care if they lose.
Yeah.
You know, that's a toxic person to have on your team. So why?
Yeah, and it got him eventually got him traded to the Phillies.
Exactly. So why wouldn't you find someone that, you know, has the heart, like a guy like Justice, who, you know, yeah, he may be 90, but he's gonna put in 110% every game.
Well, and you also need those older guys to kind of mentor some of the younger guys too.
Right.
You know.
So I just got to mention something.
Yeah.
Because we got some good feedback on our podcast from some local guys. Jason Subi and Drew Van Dam, thanks a lot for listening.
Yeah.
They're very loyal listeners. I always get comments from Drew, and because I see him all the time. He's my son's baseball coach, and Jason, you know, Jason's an awesome guy, and I'm sure next time I see him, he's going to be bringing it up. But, you know, Drew wanted me to bring up the fact that this is a great movie. He loves it, but you know, they focus a lot on Hatterberg, you know, as being a key. You know, he was a huge piece, but they don't talk about Zito, Mulder, or Miguel Tejada. So I'm on BaseballReference.com.
Yeah.
Miguel Tejada, let's see, he won the MVP that year.
Did he? Oh, did he really?
He was an all-star. He hit 34 home runs. He batted 308, on base percentage is 354. So he he was killing it. Zito won the Cy Young that year. Barry Zito.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, the pitcher. And then Mark Mulder was another pitcher, and he just wanted me to bring that up.
No, that's fine. It's a great
because it's I guess he actually worked in Major League Baseball for a while, and I guess it was like a very hot button, it was a very hot topic.
And it's almost like because that method he's doing is like it was changing up the game.
Yeah, exactly. So 4 out of their 5 starters started 30+ games, had a sub-4 ERA. And, he says it's a hot topic and whenever it came out. And then, the book came out in 2003. So I just wanted to thank those guys for contributing and listen to the show.
Yeah. Is this just based off a book, I guess?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Moneyball is a book.
I didn't know that. Did you read the book, Maria?
Of course I have. I love to read.
I haven't asked that question.
Do you?
What a dumb question.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I've never read the book. I don't read that often.
Same.
I hardly know how to read. So
I hardly know how to read. You
Hence
can
the
talk,
reason for the
though.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk. I should get the audiobook and just listen to it on the train, and maybe I'll do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely should.
So yeah, Frank, Maria, what was your favorite part? Did you say your favorite part of the movie was?
My favorite part of the movie. I would have to say I have a lot of favorites. I like the part I have to say I like the part that Frank mentioned when he first brings him into the room. And
Yeah.
Oh, with all the scouts.
Oh yeah, and they just talk about, does he get on base? It's like constantly, does he get on base? Then what are we talking about? Like, no one gets the concept he's trying to, like, put across, and it's so aggravating to watch, because it's like, I'm sure that's how real kind of MLB teams are. They just have these old-timers that are old school.
I was going to say that, too. Old white guys.
Yeah, like, they just, they're still doing things like they would in the 30s, and it's like, come on, listen to some new ideas. Live a little.
That's every sport. I mean, every sport has changed, whether, baseball, basketball, you got to kind of, move in with the times,
And it's always about money, too, with these big teams. True. Nowadays, it sucks.
Well, yeah. I mean, the movie starts off with the Yankees playing the A's in the 2001 ALDS. And I believe the A's won the first 2 games. They were about to sweep the Yankees, and then the Yankees came back and beat them 3 games in a row. And it's the Yankees went on to the World Series that year. Unfortunately, they didn't win. I'm a big Yankees fan.
Yeah.
But their payroll was like 114 million versus like 39.
Yeah, I wrote that down too. I mean, that's a huge difference.
Huge difference,
Can you imagine if they actually did have like a better budget? They definitely would have won. Would have went further.
Well, I mean, they made it to the ALDS.
That's true.
In 2002.
Yeah.
Again, and they got. I don't know if they got swept by the Twins or they definitely lost to them. And I always said, baseball. Just to go on a little tangent here, baseball they play 162 games. It's the longest season out of any of the major sports.
Yeah.
Yet they have the shortest playoffs. To have a 5-game series, like, to me, that's like, how do you do that after playing 162 games? You're gonna have somebody's season come down to 5, the best of 5.
Do you rather
possibly 3 games?
You rather have more games or less?
Oh yeah, I would say every game's got to be like a 7-game series. I know it prolongs the playoffs and it's getting cold and everything.
Yeah,
but, like, they had the shortest. The hockey and basketball are like 2 months long or something like that. The playoffs.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I mean, it's great TV. It's great, energy and stuff.
I gotta say that's actually too. That's
super long.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves about the NFL is that it's one and done. I mean, I know these players are like they take a beating throughout the year, but
the NFL I can get. I mean, 17,
that I get too.
It used to be 16, now it's 17. The one and done. Okay, that's that is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, they only play once a week. You know.
Yeah, very true.
These guys, the baseball players, play 5, 6, you know, sometimes 7 times a week.
Yeah, I know.
From April, you know, from the regular season goes from April to the end of September. Sometimes a couple days into October, and then they're done with the playoffs by the end of October.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
the World
very true.
Series champion is crowned. So I don't know. That's just my little tangent. Anyway, no, it's, you know, I'm a huge Yankees fan. It's been frustrating for me because, you know, they've had the highest, or, you know, one of the highest payrolls, and they haven't won a series in 13 years. Hopefully it's this year, but lately they've been on a shitty streak.
Yankees, you saying?
Yeah,
I spaced out a little bit.
No way.
Yankees just swept the Mets the other day, or the other 2 days.
All right,
Oh, that's
relax,
true, yeah.
relax, you fake baseball fan.
She's not wrong. It's fine. Anyways, should we talk about quotes? Any kind of quotes you got in there?
Oh my God, so many that I love, but I haven't written down.
I have
adapt or die.
Yeah,
adapt or die.
Very true. Yeah,
That's a good Billy Bean quote. You know, Brad Pitt character. He's going adapt or die.
I had this one where like they're in with all those guys, the scouts and stuff, and then I think it was one of the older guys goes, "Who's Fabio?" or who's Fabio? He butchers his name.
He goes, "I think he's a shortstop."
He's got an ugly girlfriend, which means he's got no confidence.
Oh yeah. And then the other one was you know, something about he walks in the room, his dick's been there for 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. But
yeah,
man, you know, it just goes to show you that these guys, you know, I think a lot of teams have since, you know, picked up on a lot more analytics. I know, you know, you watch it on TV, and there's like half these statistics I have no clue what they are.
Oh, I know.
Like a diehard fan, like who knows, like combs through every little bit of data.
Yeah,
would know it, but I'm like, what is this?
No, I know. Yeah. There was another quote that he had. The coach, Philip Seymour Hoffman, pour one out for him. He had a quote, Vince Lombardi quote in his office. Did you catch that? I'm sure you've seen it. Or no?
Which one?
It's hanging up on the wall. It says, "Teams do not go physically flat; they go mentally stale."
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I'll have to look at that.
I like that one.
It's hanging up in the coach's office.
In our house. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing my buddy said. He goes, you know, Art Howe, they show Art Howe a lot, but like it was mostly Billy Bean doing it, obviously.
Yeah.
What else? What other quotes? How about you, Marie? You got a favorite quote?
My favorite is, oh my God, sorry. My favorite is
Chloe, what's your favorite quote?
I hate losing more than I love winning is my favorite quote.
Oh yeah.
Because that's me. That's me in a nutshell.
Hate losing.
That's great.
My other thing was like, you know, he doesn't watch any of the games because he thinks he's gonna do what, jinx it.
Yeah, and he goes to watch the 20th game for their 20-game win streak.
Yeah,
and he walks in, it's 11-0, and then they almost give up the game.
I used to be like that when I was a kid. I would go when I used to watch on like Sunday before Green Bay would play. I would put on Madden and I would play like whatever team that they were playing, and I would try to like.
You would play them as the Packers?
Yeah, and like I still do that. And I would try to like, you know, okay, well, if we lose, then it's like, oh, we're gonna win, and that's just my. Did you, Maria? Did you have any like game time rituals or something like that?
Never step on the white lines. That was like my number one thing. I still do it to this day.
Really?
Ever.
Yeah. That's a classic, man.
It sounds so dumb, but like even in slow pitch, I refuse to step on the white lines. I can't do it.
And I can't stand when people actually do it and they're like, you know, they have no clue.
And then
it's
just bad juju, man. I'll stick by that forever.
That's funny.
That's a very popular one. That's awesome.
I guess one of my biggest question was, did the system really work? But I guess like I was reading up and doing the research. Like the Red Sox used that same system
Yeah.
and ended up winning in 2004.
Oh, don't bring that up, bro.
So sorry, but
Sore subject.
so why didn't the A's?
18 years later.
So why didn't that system win with the A's? Is that because they still didn't have a good budget? I guess that's my question. My pondering.
I don't know about if they didn't have a good budget. There's it almost, I don't know who it was. It sounded like Ice-T.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, at the end of the movie, talking like, the A's didn't, it came down to the playoffs and they couldn't win because it was a small sample size, this and that.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that was Ice-T. I don't know. I should look that up. But I think, that goes back to my previous rant. Maybe if it was a 7-game series, the best of 7, maybe they would have won, or maybe they would have won by now.
Well, we see, you see in the movie, even at first when they try this new system, it doesn't work right away. I don't think the system had a chance to kind of like get going. They only do it real quick, and they see that they're still losing, and you really need to get some.
But isn't that kind of part Art Howe not buying into the system?
Well,
according to the movie,
yeah, kind of.
Well, I mean, it seemed like too like they didn't fill the rest of the team until like later on. It should have been like this is going to be our new system. This is how we're going to do it. And granted, like you could do that anyways, and you're still going to have some like backlash or people that's just not going to follow through.
So here's my problem with the system. I could see it both ways. On one side, I'm like, all right, listen, there's people that are overlooked for things, and there's some diamonds in the rough. But at the same time, no, you're never going to be a Yankees with, the billions of dollars that they have. They can pick and choose. They can pick and choose anyone they want. The best of the best, But also at the same time, Billy Beane, he was, hitter. He was phenomenal. He was fast. He could throw. And, he played and he choked. He was someone who just couldn't put out in the MLB. So you have that happen too. So it's really like a conundrum on both ends.
Well,
Maria, let me go back to your previous comment about the Yankees. We've won one championship in the last 20 years.
That's very true.
Yankees fans are the literal worst. Do you want to know why? Mets fans,
be careful.
Mets fans are just happy to win, but yet Yankees fans always seem to shit on Mets fans when they're doing well. It's like, just give us a minute, okay?
I didn't shit on Mets fans.
No, not you, but usually Yankees fans. Jerry's the same way being a Braves fan. Oh, you got it's not October. Like, can we just be happy to win?
Very true, very true.
The Mets have been to more World Series than the Yankees have in the last decade.
I'll take that fun fact and run with it. Thank you.
She loves a fun fact.
And also too, like my biggest thing is that they're just looking for a championship. Like they're not trying to rebuild. That's what I'm trying to say, because like they lost Damon, Giambi, and the other guy I can't remember.
Isringhauser.
Yeah,
Isringhauser.
It's like, okay, well now it's time to rebuild, but yet you only really looking for this year. You only really, granted, you don't have the money to do a big rebuild, but you're just bringing in people just to try to win the championship.
Well, let's see. Let's refer to baseball.com.
That's from what I got out of it. Maybe I'm off my hinges.
Off your hinges, he says.
You know what movie that's from?
Oh, with the movies. No.
I'll tell you later.
Well, they won it. Let's just say they won the division in 2003.
Yeah.
Lost in the ALDS to the Red Sox. 2004. Oh, my computer's being slow. Come on. All right, never mind.
Anyways.
Sorry for my
No, you're right.
computer being slow, guys.
But
no, I'm just saying.
You can kind of see where I'm going with it, right?
Yeah, you're saying he's just focusing on the now, like. Instead of fixing the problem, he's just trying to win something now instead of.
But that's also in the movie, You can't fix the problem now because they don't have money. So figure it out and work with what you have and shut up about it. Is basically what they say in the movie.
Yeah, the owner's like, I got no more money to give you. You got to do with what you have.
Yeah.
Play within the confines of the budget. which, winning 103 games that year really, I would say that's a pretty good success.
Yeah.
With what they have to work with and going into the season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I should have asked my buddy a little more in depth about his opinion on it, because I don't know. I don't know which side of the fence he stands.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll get back to you on that one.
Gotcha. Anything else you want to discuss? Or you want to get into to ratings?
I feel like we didn't unpack a lot, but we went through a lot.
Yeah,
you know
we
what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah.
It's a great movie. I don't know. I'm a big montage guy.
Yeah.
When they're doing a montage of them, starting to get good, developing their system finally, and getting better, and they're all talking about what you got to do. This is what you got to do, and then he talks to David Justice, and he's like, "I'm not paying you for the player you are now, or that you used to be. I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm paying you for who you are now." And he goes, "You're paying me $7 million, so yeah, I'm pretty special." He's like, "Well, no, the Yankees are paying you $3.5 million to play against them."
Yeah.
That was great. He put him in his place. Yet was like, "All right, are we cool?" Because he wanted him to be a leader, because he was the oldest.
Yeah.
One of the oldest guys on the team.
I also like, just the little things in that movie, Sorry, I'm getting yelled at for my seatbelt. As simple as, why are guys paying for soda in the locker room,
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
The MLB, it's just like those little things go a long way for players, Yeah. It keeps people happier. Players are going to play harder if they're happy. And unfortunately, in today's society, that's money. But,
yeah.
Back then, I don't think it was... it's always been about money. What am I saying?
One of the things I noticed, too, is they were always having sunflower seeds in their mouth. Or was it dip? Or both?
Who, Billy Bean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's dip.
Is it dip?
Pretty sure
I thought it was
tobacco.
sunflower seeds.
I'm pretty sure, because Billy Bean's always taking it out and throwing it in a cup or
Really?
something, or spitting. Yeah. Yeah, those guys still dip.
I know
Oh.
that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever done dip when you were a kid, or
Oh, I've never done it.
no? You?
No.
Honestly, in
Really?
college, I tried one. They have those the packs,
The
the
pouches.
pouches or whatever.
Yeah, the pouches.
Oh
yeah.
my god! In college, I thought it was cool, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life. I was like, never again.
We had a small little phase in high school when we would do it, and senior year, and then I swallowed a little bit of the spit, and almost threw up, and I was like, yeah, well, this is never again. And I threw it out. Come on, dude, don't do that.
I know. I'm not. I just turned off my mic when I was getting
Yeah,
it.
Steve's a little squeamish. Squeamish.
Oh boy.
I have a story, but I'm not going to tell it because
No, don't. Please don't. We don't want you to dry heaving again on the podcast.
We don't want to lose listeners.
Another detail too is when Jonah Hill's character Peter, when he shows up on his first day, I just haven't noticed he's just I don't know, he looks all sloppily, his tie's not sharpened up. He just kind of shows up. I'm dude, you're I don't know, I expected more, but
Well, he's a big character too. He's the same kind of concept. No one takes him seriously. And Billy Bean's listen, I'm gonna listen to you, and I'm gonna make you turn this baseball club into a monster. And he gives him a chance.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into ratings and reviews, Frank.
All right. So obviously this is the segment where we decide we give it a rating. So we're gonna go over. So IMDb. Let me pull this up in a minute. IMDb gave it a 7.6,
What?
which is.
Yikes.
I mean, like I said, remember the
Exactly.
Titans got 7.8, not much more. Not much better.
Oh my god.
So we want to
I'm
give.
losing faith in IMDb.
I know. How about our guest of honor? Do you want to give your rating?
I feel like I'm
Absolutely.
biased, but I would give it a solid 8.5
Yeah.
at least.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I I'm not gonna.
Frank's disappointed.
Honestly, it's not my favorite
I-
movie of all time for baseball movies, so I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10. So, but
Okay.
there's definitely some parts where I'm just like,
So-
all right, snooze fest, get to the action. Like the whole part where he like talks about his family. I know it sounds so terrible, but I'm like, I don't care about your daughter and your ex-wife. Like, get to the
Yeah, it seemed kind of like a just
Yeah,
an
like,
add-on. Like
I don't want the
fill
drama.
time.
I just
can
want
see where you're
baseball.
going. Yeah.
So,
what is your favorite baseball movie of all
I
time?
was gonna ask that
I would have. Okay, so I really like The Natural, which is like a real throwback. Old school. Frank's like, what's that? Another baseball
yeah.
movie?
No.
And
too. I
do
figured it was
love-
gonna be a baseball movie.
yeah, I do love Major League
Robert-
too.
Robert Redford, right?
classic. It was actually on TV the other day, and wild
Major-
thing.
So I
Are
haven't
you
seen that.
kidding?
Too.
And you haven't seen that.
I
He won't get that.
I got nothing.
He won't get that reference.
No.
Major League, wild thing.
So many good
Wow.
quotes in that movie.
Wow.
Major League.
Oh yeah.
No, well, this is why we're doing this podcast, so I can catch up on my other sports movies.
All right, so we got an 8.5 from Maria.
Yeah. You want?
What about you, Frank?
I usually break it down into like categories. So like, I gave like the action. There's not a lot of action. I mean, there is, but so I gave it a 7 on that. The story I gave a 9 because I dig the story and the characters because we really didn't talk too much about Jonah Hill and Brad Pitt and the rest of the other characters. I gave that a 9 as well because I thought I'm a big fan of Jonah Hill and it was awesome to see him kind of spread his wings and do something more serious. And so I gave that a 9. So I averaged out to an 8.3.
8.3. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going high on this one, man. 9.4.
Do it up.
9.4. I really liked. This
Okay,
one.
I guess
I'm
I could have
serious
said
when I say
higher. I
watch
just
it
didn't want you
once
guys to be like, oh, you can't say 10 or like a 9.
I guess so.
Frank gave Remember the Titans a 10 out of 10.
Oh my
10.
god.
10, a fucking 10.
No, I really enjoy this movie. I like the analytics part of it too.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very well-rounded movie. I get what you guys are saying about the parts with his family and showing all that, but for me, it kind of, I don't know, maybe showed just to round out Brad Pitt's character. Like he's dealing with a lot, with this new system that he's trying to implement.
Mm-hmm.
Yet he's also dealing with everyday stuff that people,
Well,
like
not-
regular people deal.
Well,
with.
now you're just making me sound
Oh,
like a
absolutely,
monster. How dare you, inconsiderate
The one who
swine?
I'm sure Casey didn't like the daughter either.
I don't know.
Did Casey like the daughter?
I don't know. Did you like the daughter?
Oh, I love. See, I love the
Yeah,
daughter.
she's
I
good
just
one.
don't think that needed to be included in the movie. Is all I'm saying.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Yay.
Oh man.
Pipe down over there.
But so great. That's good. We're gonna get into next week.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll talk about next week. Did you vote for
know-
it?
Which 2 movies was it? Because I definitely voted on something the other day.
So yeah. So it was Mighty Ducks 2 versus Slapshot.
Okay, that was not the one I voted on then. Maybe I voted on an
Okay.
old one.
That's fine.
I suck.
Oh geez.
That's fine.
I have to say, do you want to judge me? I have not seen either of those. I don't think.
Wow.
Have you not seen? See Slapshot. I can see because I haven't seen Slapshot, and Slapshot was made in 70.
It was made in the 70s.
Yeah, in
I've-
the 70s. But I don't. I can't believe you never. Have you seen the first Mighty Ducks?
Yes, I've seen the first one.
Ugh.
Okay,
Unbelievable.
Frank's a huge Mighty Ducks
you've
fan.
never
I
seen
actually-
you've never seen any baseball movie. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but you're a Disney girl, you know.
Okay, so
That means you have to seen every other Disney movie that came out. So
every Disney movie on the earth.
yes. So that's since you've never seen either one of them, so you kind of have no vote then.
Cool.
Wow.
Good talk.
It's fine. She can't sway the vote anyway. So we had
Can't sway the vote either. Anyway.
10 votes for Mighty Ducks 2, and then 14 for Slapshot. So Slapshot is the next movie we're going to be doing.
Wow.
Sweet. I haven't seen Slapshot in years, so I'm looking forward to that.
Since it first came out in 1970.
Yeah, when I was a wee.
You're that old,
when I
huh?
was a wee lad.
Yeah.
I'm not that old. I was
Ancient.
born after it came out. I was born after it came out, but not too far after it came out.
All right. So have we got any reviews or emails?
We did get an email. We got an email, and it was from.
Yay!
Drum roll, please. Hold on. Oh, shit. Drum roll, please. Where is it? I know the name. Meg Paul. Meg Paul,
Big fan.
who is
Casey's cousin.
So this is a quote. Casey's favorite cousin. So shout out to Meg
Shout
Paul.
out Meg.
Hi, Steve. Just wanted to get an email out since episode 12. You still haven't gotten any. I love the podcast and hope it keeps going. So
Hello.
thanks a lot,
Thank you for
Meg.
that.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
For that
So-
email.
I don't think we got any reviews on the podcast
Okay.
app, but I do. I know I appreciate it, and I'm sure you do too. The email. Keep them coming.
Yeah. Don't forget follow us
LockerRoomFlicks@gmail.com.
and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. That's how we do our voting for polls and stuff like that. So like to have you guys engaged. Locker Room Flicks podcast on Facebook and Instagram.
You're gonna get a big boost
Yes.
after this episode. So just because I'm on it, because I'm the greatest.
We damn well better. That's why I got
Hey,
you
we'll
on
take
here.
it. We'll
Hey,
take
I'll
it.
share it with the
This is
softball
fun.
community.
You share it with
The
who?
softball community.
Share it with
Let's
everyone.
go.
They wanna
What's up,
hear.
softball community?
This was fun. Thanks for joining us and being a guest.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Meg, thank you very much. Meg, sorry. I just called you
Maria.
Meg. Maria.
Meg, Maria, Mariah,
Sorry about
Marie.
Marie.
Not Marie.
All right, Steve.
So, yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
No, it's just another fun show, man.
And that's the ball game.